Hello everyone, how are you all? So today we are starting a new chapter from economics of class 9, that is the story of village Palampur. So basically in this chapter what we are going to discuss, that is factors of production. Factors of production means as you know that very well, in previous classes you have studied about the economic activities like primary, secondary and tertiary. So all these activities are affected by some factors, and there are different aspects which affect the economic activities. So in this chapter we are going to study about those aspects and factors of production, whatever in any kind of economic activities. So here, as you know that the name of the village is Palampur, but actually I tell you, this village really does not exist anywhere in India. This is a hypothetical village. Means this story is only is an imagination, and through such examples you are going to be taught as what exactly happens behind these all activities and which kind of factors play their important role. So let's see one by one all such things here in this chapter. So here we study first of all the overview, means about this chapter. The purpose of this story is to introduce some basic concepts relating to production, and this we do through a story of a hypothetical village. As you know that this is the here hypothetical, means which is not really anywhere, it is in our imagination only, called Palampur. Farming is the main activity in the Palampur, whereas several other activities such as small scale manufacturing, you know that farming is the primary economic activity, and manufacturing is the secondary economic activity. Dairy and transport, these are the tertiary kind of economic activities in the last classes you have studied about. And after that, these production activities need various types of resources. Already you have studied this concept in the last class. What are resources? Resources are natural, man-made, and human themselves are the resources. Natural resources, man-made resources, and human efforts, means somebody are doctors, drivers, conductors, somebody know how to manufacture things. So all the human beings are resources themselves. So in this chapter we have merged all such concepts which play altogether important roles behind the production. Production does not mean we produce the crops in our fields only. Production means production of money, mean how we earn with the help of all activities. Somebody is a doctor, he is also doing production. Somebody is a teacher, a dairy contractor, or a farmer, or a casual laborer, or a permanent laborer, or factory worker. Whatsoever the work is being done by the human beings, every human being is producing some income or some money. So this is the concept behind this story, that how you can understand all the things all together. So here, as we read through the story of Palampur, we will learn how various resources combine to produce the desired goods and services in the village. Means production of goods and production of services. With the help of those production of goods and services, we produce income. So behind all such economic activities, we are having only one objective, that is to produce income. Now let's introduce this Palampur village to you. In the beginning we are understanding that Palampur is well connected with the neighboring villages and towns, and Raiganj is a big village that is 3 kilometers away from Palampur, and an all weather roads, you understand, which can be used in all the seasons, in rainy season, in cold season, in hot arid season, means all the seasons we have, winters, summers, rainy season. So metalled roads are there, which you have already studied about. All weather season is there, and Palampur village is very well connected with the all nearby villages and towns. One of those villages is Raiganj, that is 3 kilometers away, and the nearest small town is Shahapur. So for 1 mark questions, these things are very important. Which towns and which villages are in neighborhood of the Palampur village? So many kinds of transports are visible on this road, starting from bullock carts. Bullock carts, you know that very well. Some bulls are added in the carts, and tongas with the horses, we use those carts. Buggies, the wooden cart drawn by the buffaloes, and loaded with jaggery. Jaggery means good, which we produce in agricultural areas with the help of sugarcane, sucrose, and we usually eat in winters. Good, and other commodities to motor vehicles. Motor vehicles means which are run with the help of some engines, like motorcycles, jeeps, tractors, and trucks. So these are the types of motor vehicles, and some of the vehicles are non-motor vehicles like buggies, tongas, and bullock carts. So these are the varieties of the transport which are seen usually on the roads of Palampur and connected villages and towns. So this is the kind of image you are being shown here, that which type of village Palampur is. This village has about 450 families. So in the board examinations, you are going to be asked such questions for 1 mark and 3 mark. Just let introduce which kind of town and which kind of villages are there. About Palampur also, it can be asked very particularly, then how many families are there, and which kind of data is provided here about their castes and religion and other things. So you have to take care of all such things very carefully. So this village has about 450 families belonging to several different castes. The 80 families, now these 450 families are divided and categorized in some levels, like 80 upper caste families own the majority of land of villages. Own the majority of land of villages means 80 families are there of these 450 families in Palampur village, which have maximum land under themselves. Means they are the owners of maximum cultivated land, agricultural land. Their houses, some of them quite large, are made of brick and cement plastering. Means they 80 families have permanent houses, or you know that in geography it is called pakka houses. So concretized houses they have, and their houses are quite large. Some SC communities, you know that we call them Dalits. Mahatma Gandhi ji coined this term for SC communities, Dalits. They comprise 1/3 of the population, and they live in one corner of the village. So one scene of the village is described here for you, that some upper caste families are there. They are 80 families, and they own maximum land in Palampur village, and some of them are SC community people, Dalits, and they are 1/3, means 33% of population is under SC community, and they live in one corner of the village. They do not live everywhere or in any direction. Particularly one corner is selected for their livings and their houses, and much smaller houses they have. Means quite large houses are under upper caste families, and SC communities have quite smaller houses, and some of which are made up of mud and straw, यानी कच्चे मकान, घास फूस के झोपड़ी टाइप कच्चे मकान. These are mud of straw. Most of the houses have electric connections, and electricity powers all the tube wells in the fields and is used in various types of small businesses. Means electricity is fully available to all such families in Palampur, and which is used for production of something and for using irrigation through tube wells in the fields, and every house is connected with the electricity connection. So Palampur has 2 primary schools and 1 high school. There is a primary health center run by the government and 1 private dispensary where the sick are treated. Dispensary means a kind of small hospital which is used to distribute the medicines also in some conditions, and that is run by the private agencies. And there is a government health center. You know, in your villages and towns, some government hospitals and some private hospitals and clinics are there. So in such a way, that is the setup of medical facilities in this village. Now another point is the description above shows that Palampur has fairly well developed system of roads, transport, electricity, irrigation, schools and health centers, which is, I think, prerequisite for all the human beings to survive in any corner of the country. So now you can compare all such facilities with the facilities of your village or your neighboring villages. Now, the story of Palampur is an imaginary village. Will take us through the different types of production activities, as I have already conveyed that all such production activities are happening in this village. Primary means agriculture. Major occupation of this Palampur village is agriculture. Most of the people are engaged in agriculture. And number 2 is secondary, that is manufacturing. They manufacture some ghee, paneer and some dairy products and some other small things, like some potters are there which they produce some pots, earthen pots. And after manufacturing, they are also involved in tertiary economic activities like transport, trade. So such activities, all 3 kinds of activities are happening there. So they are producing income out of all such activities. So in villages across India, farming is the main production activity, you know it very well. The other production activities referred to as non-farm activities, means like trading and doing transport and business or any other manufacturing activity is non-farm activity. Those are small manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, etc. We shall take a look at both these types of activities, farm activities as well as non-farm activities, after learning a few general things about the production. So right now this is all about the village Palampur, where all such activities are happening. So this is all about the a kind of introduction of this village. So here we are going to study about organization of production. So in the second part of this video of chapter 1 of class 9th economics, that is the story of village Palampur, we will discuss the organization of production, means how production is organized, what the things we require for production, and which important factors play important role behind the production of anything. So in this next video we will study about all such factors which are very important. So thank you everyone. You just watch this video carefully and understand all such things. Whatever the problems you face, let me know in the comment box or in the description.